What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. And today's gonna be a little bit more of a vlog style video because I feel like I haven't done that type of video in like a good minute. But today's gonna be a good one because not too long ago DJI just released a firmware update that basically doubled the bit rate from 25 megabits to 50. So I'm fully expecting like a pretty massive, bump in image quality coming. So I'm expecting a really nice bump in video quality. So I'm actually meeting up with Albert Kim right now, and we're gonna go through some very unscientific tests to see how these things have changed and what this new 50 megabit bit rate will do to the video quality. There you go. That
I don't look too awkward like I'm bending down.
No, and that makes me look a little bit more normal size actually. Because all right, so we are out here. Like I said earlier, we wanted to go ahead and test the new firmware update from DJI. So my man Albert Kim came out here to help me do this test. Be sure to check out the video on his channel as well so that you can see his perspective of things. But I actually just flashed this firmware. I have not tried it yet, so part of what they're going to see is just my initial reactions and my banter with you about it. But the other thing too is that it cuts the effective channels basically in like half, right? Yes. Or less than half.
You get 3 channels.
So we get 3 channels instead of what used to be 8. So I'm curious as to what impact this has now to basically latency, which I'm assuming probably nothing, yeah. But the ability to penetrate, because I think some people are going to think that, especially for the people that normally look at the bitrate to decide whether or not they're running out of signal, is whether or not do you get to go farther. My hunch is it probably doesn't work that way, but we'll find out.
We'll find out.
But the most important thing, which is the reason why Albert's here also, is what's the impact to flying with other people, because at the end of the day, flying FPV, half of the fun is flying with other people, and if you can't do that, or if it gets impacted in some corner way, that's not good. So that's what we're gonna find out.
Okay.
Very unscientific, but you guys will see what happens. Do you think we need to do the whole separation still again? I feel like that's still a thing.
I think we still need to be about 6 feet or 8 feet apart.
Okay, so see, FPV with DJI is perfect for social distancing, guys. You just got to be 6 feet apart anyways. All right, so let's get to it. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Oh, you're seeing it for the first time?
Yeah. I mean,
it's pretty clear.
It is okay. I mean, like when I used to say this is like flying with the GoPro, now it's like legit flying through the GoPro. Yeah. Okay, so we're doing me channel 1, Albert's on channel 2.
And I got poor signal on channel 1, so I don't know how you're doing.
I've got great bars on channel 1.
Okay, well,
let's just do that. So the first test is 1 channel next to each other.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
And let's see what happens here. Wow, this is
already nice.
Oh, there you are.
Why don't you just follow me out a little bit?
Yeah.
So I'm still at 50 megabits.
Yep, I'm at just over 50 megabits. Latency is nice and low still. Uh-oh, where'd you go?
Here.
I'm on the walkway. Headed...
The closer one or the further one?
Oh,
I see you. I see you. Wow, I can see everything.
Oh, there you are. Ha. Yeah, this is what's awesome about this. Like I can actually see you now. Like chasing is actually going to be really nice.
Right behind you.
Okay. I'm going to pick up a little speed here so we can go a little bit farther away.
Alrighty.
Yep, I see your shadow.
Nice.
Wow, so this looks really good.
This looks really good. It's still at 50 megabits.
Yeah, I'm still at 50. Latency still at 24.
What power level are you on? I'm at 700.
I should be at 700.
Okay. Just checking. In case you're at 1200 just in case. So I'm getting a little bit of jitter now.
Okay, I've dropped. Oh no, I did drop down to 30 megabits, but nope, I'm back up. Now my channel 1 is at 2 bars. Ooh, it's not liking this.
It's getting very choppy here.
Yeah, but we do have what, like a whole building and a bunch of other things in between us.
Oh, I'm gonna turn around.
Yeah, I'm turning around.
Oh, yeah, I got a lot of breakup.
I see you. So we basically broke up at the same time.
Yeah.
So
I'm still getting kind of some choppiness here, even though I turned around.
I'm good.
You're good. Okay, you're closer than me. I can catch up. I kind of paused here, so let me catch up. But I'm good now.
Okay. Now for everybody, I mean, there's a couple of buildings in between us when that was happening.
Yeah. Let's go down the other way. Whoa!
Yeah.
I went right over you.
Oh, I was gonna go behind this building and see what happens.
Oh, this the building to our left?
Yeah, basically like right to our left of us. Yeah, I'm good.
You'll be good over here. I've flown this way.
My megabits is totally fine. Now I'm gonna be behind 2 buildings and let's see what happens. Okay, dropping down to 5. Not liking that, but I'm still flyable. 24. Nope, still good.
Well, I'm getting a lot of breakup now.
Oh, I see you.
Coming back this way. And we're coming back towards us. There you go. Oh, look at you hitting those gaps.
Well, it's fine. I'm hitting them gaps because I can see them, Albert.
Oh yeah. So I lost you.
Oh yeah, I'm weaving in and out of like little gaps that I can see now. But going behind that building is no problem. Let's go behind another building.
Which way are you heading?
So I'm going where we parked.
Okay.
Which I'm imagining is going to be completely fine because I'm getting a little bit of choppiness. Yeah. Oh, there you go. I just saw you zoom by.
A lot of choppiness.
Yeah, I'm super choppy right now, but it's coming back.
Oh, we're getting very choppy over here. So we got like basically the building between us, and our signal's kind of stomping on each other, I think.
Yeah, and we are like right next to each other, so I'm pretty sure that doesn't help.
That doesn't help, I'm sure.
But I kind of feel like the way the megabits drop and the correlation between that and it starting to get choppy is a little different now.
Okay, so what you ought to do is you should try and fly by yourself and see how far you can get.
Yeah.
I imagine you're going to be able to get much further. Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Yeah, this is what I was expecting because I heard that if you are flying with someone else, that the range is decreased.
And it makes sense because this processor is trying to decipher which one's yours and which one isn't, and it's kind of like when you have a clean RF environment versus when you don't is when you can get a little bit farther.
Yeah, and I also heard that with some of those folks that have the long range airplanes, I think they were able to fly by themselves and go past the, I think it was like a 4 mile like dead wall limit where
yeah,
it would just
it used to be 4 kilometers.
4 kilometers, something like that, and now they're going like 10 kilometers.
Yeah.
So that much I know from some of, I can't test that first year because I can't fly that far with these little guys, but that's what I've heard online. But this confirms what I heard from other guys, that if you're flying with someone else, you're not going to be able to get as far as you used to. Because I know that for a fact that I flew this well past that point before, but why don't you give that a try for yourself?
Well, you want to do, so I'll do that, but before I do, just since it's fresh about how far we've gotten, right now we did that with me on 1 and you on 2. Why don't you go to 3, I'll stay on 1, that way we've got maximum separation.
Let's do that.
And then let's just see if we can get a little bit farther than we did there.
Alright, let's try that.
Okay, so we should, just to keep things the same. I'm gonna do the same thing.
Okay, do that.
So so everybody watching, the last flight we were the same. He was on low latency focus mode auto, and I was on auto also.
Okay, so I have focus mode off now.
Okay, so I got focus mode off. I'm gonna turn on high quality. So I should basically expect to have a little bit of latency here.
Recording.
And I'm recording. Alright, I'll follow you.
Okay.
My quad sounds like it's got a little...
We have a little bit of oscillation.
Yeah. It's always just on takeoff though, that initial voltage. Alright, so, I'm gonna just comment on this again. This really makes it easy to spot you, and and it's already hard to do that with the big 5-inch, but you're flying a little 2.5 inch, and I got you.
Follow me, no problem.
Yeah,
right?
I see you, and there's foliage in the background, which usually makes it even a little bit harder.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
head over to the right here.
Yeah, let's do that. My signals are starting to drop, and this is about right where we were at before, right?
Yep. So I am also dropping again.
I'm not super bad.
It's better than before.
Yeah, it's a little bit better than before.
Yeah. But I think that this is more line of sight, because I think that way went to the left and the building was getting in our way.
Yeah, I think there was actually like 2 buildings between us. Alright, mine is definitely choppy right now.
Yeah, I'm pretty choppy here. It's kind of going in and out, but it's definitely better than before.
Yeah. Let me go.
Yeah, the bitrate's fluctuating a lot here.
Oh, I thought
What?
there was a little insect that flew by, and I thought that was you at first.
Okay.
Which is just to show you guys how ridiculously clear this image quality is. This is really
Where you at?
really good. I don't I'm where the gardener's truck is at.
Oh, you're way over there? Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of came back.
I'm gonna come back. I'm like, I have not so great signal here. Well, you know what?
I'm gonna go higher.
Why don't you kind of sort of come back, and I'll stick around here just because I want to see what the effect is of when I'm far out and you're closer in.
Okay.
So like right now, it's really.
I came back. Okay, so I'm gonna head back to us.
Yeah, head back to you. I'm gonna stay kind of where I'm at because my signal is not great right now. I'm teetering between 2 and 3 bars.
So I'm way the hell away from you, and I'm good.
But you're closer to us.
I'm closer to us for sure. I'm gonna head to the other side over here.
Okay, so my megabits is staying pretty constant, even though my signal bars is saying, well, it's coming down to like 1 or 2. So I think there's a little bit, maybe just a little bit of effect when you're close into us and I'm kind of far out, but it's not. Oh yeah, it's pretty choppy. I am pretty choppy right now. Let me kind of get more in front of us.
Yeah, I can tell range has definitely been reduced somewhat.
Yeah, and the choppiness is happening, but I'm also now, I think, line of sight, so I'm actually kind of good right now.
Where you at?
I'm weaving in and out of the back fence right here. I'm basically where the gardeners are again, back at their truck.
Okay.
Saying what's up. I hope I don't go down. Yep, they're gardening. They're looking at me. Okay, I'm making my way back. There's a truck coming. Might as well go have fun with this guy.
There's like a big bird up there. Like, whoa, it's like he's way up there.
Okay, I'm getting breakup, but I'm assuming it's because I'm in between cars, 2 buildings.
So keep going in the direction the truck's going.
Okay.
I'm looking at the truck right now.
Okay, you don't see me though?
I see you. There you are. Wow, I can see you from like way far away.
Really? Is that you? Oh, cool.
See?
Take me back.
Follow me.
Oh yeah, my battery's getting low.
Come on back.
Oh my gosh, we were that far out?
Yeah.
Okay, that's impressive. That is really impressive. I did not realize how much was in between us. So there was actually like 3 or 4 buildings in between us, plus cars.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. So as far as range and signal penetration goes, it's pretty much the same. And that's really what I was expecting, because at the end of the day, power output is really what has a more direct impact to signal range and performance. And flying with others in this new 50 megabit mode also makes a little bit of a difference. When Albert and I was on channel 1 and 2, we couldn't go as far as if when we were on 1 and 3. So maximum channel separation is definitely going to improve things a little bit, as well as also keeping your distance between your goggles and your buddy's goggles. Now, while we didn't get a chance to try flying 3 people in the air, my guess is that that will be fine as well. But just don't expect to be going as far as if you were flying with just 2 people, much less just by yourself. So that spot that we were flying at was a brand new office park, and it definitely had a lot of RF noise going on there. And we actually found out there was even some filming going on there, which means there was likely some production equipment adding on to the RF noise. So all that said, I do feel like the system was a little bit more sensitive to RF interference. And, you know, obviously this is all anecdotal, but I think it kind of makes sense, right? Because in order to do 50 megabits, you need to increase your bandwidth. And so if your bandwidth is bigger, that means that you're just a bigger target to hit, you know, and more susceptible to interference. Now, as far as the image quality goes, it's pretty damn good. The image detail goes much farther out, which gives you more information to work with. And what that really translates to is that when you're flying, you are able to spot new lines, see gaps from a farther distance, and I feel like that really changes the way you fly, because it's definitely much more confidence inspiring when you're able to see these new opportunities that you might not have been able to make out in 25 megabits or even analog, especially analog. And so you find yourself doing things that you might not have been comfortable trying before. In fact, you see here, I'm flying in this really dense tree. Now, normally, I wouldn't just go into a tree that looked this dense, because I would want to see a line or an exit, and I want to know how I can get out before I get in. But in this case, I totally felt comfortable just going in and kind of finding my exit after the fact. So to wrap this up, if you are trying to go the distance, if you really need to minimize your exposure to interference, then maybe you should stay at 25 megabits. Otherwise, if you're flying by yourself, or even if you're flying with one or two of your buddies, I think 50 megabits is the way to go. And I gotta say, again, chasing with your friends in 50 megabit mode is super fun, because you're not constantly getting lost anymore. I gotta say, it's probably my favorite thing to do right now, is to just go out and explore with your friends and kind of take turns chasing each other. I feel like maybe we're gonna see some more videos out there with this. Oh, and speaking of videos, I almost forgot about this. So your goggles sees 50 megabits, but the DVR, and if you're using an air unit and recording onto the air unit, that records in 40 megabits. I'm not sure why it's not the full 50, but 40 is definitely better than 25 when you go to upload to YouTube or any of these social media platforms, because more bitrate just makes for a better looking image. So that's also a plus. All right, I think that's it. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. But if I did, I'm pretty sure you guys will let me know in the comment section. So that's going to wrap it up for today, folks. My name is Tommy, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.